All right. So, what do you think was the biggest influence that helped you move the entire band up a division this year?
I think the biggest influence has just been, like, I think a general change in, like, attitude. I think everybody wants to work harder and everybody likes the shows that we're doing, and so they want to, have a great show. And so by just putting more effort into a more complex show, we were able to move up the division.
I would have to say it was the level of dedication from the upperclassmen. So the underclassmen saw the hard work that the upperclassmen were putting into it, and they set an expectation for themselves. So they saw the work, or they saw the progress that could be made, and they stepped up the level of work that they did, and that alone pushed us up in performance level. And that's why Mr. Burris and I decided to go a division higher.
Honestly, Mr. Burris, because it's kind of, now after this being his second year, it's kind of fully his band now. It's kind of his first year with having to do everything on his own, and he's always kind of had that drive to, be the best, and he wants to win.
There's a lot of things that come into play with the changing. It's a changing of culture a little bit. It's not a single influence. We have a great staff that work with the students. The student leaders themselves, the leaders within the band, have really taken it upon themselves to be the change they want to see. And so it's just a difference in work ethic. What was the most important thing that you personally took away from this year in the marching band?
I think. Well, wait, like me or like me as like a band member.
I guess either works.
Either one, yeah, okay. I think the biggest thing for me was kind of shifting into a little bit of like a weird senior mentality, because it is my last year, but at the same time, like, it's not about me, and so it's just kind of interesting to know that next year I'll be gone and I won't be a part of it, and so it's just kind of weird to leave that behind this year.
That would have to be our motto. I mean, always with pride. These kids work so hard all the time, and you can see the level of pride they take in their work.
I think with any leadership role, it's the people matter just as much as the task at hand. Where, like, I think some leaders will just kind of, like, belittle people in view of the big task at hand, but it's just kind of, from what I've learned, it's more valuable and more effective to teach the people or just treat them with respect, and it kind of helps with everything.
We have a lot of extremely hardworking students. We have a lot of very lofty goals and aspirations for this program, and it's going to take a lot more work. And so, just like any good teacher, you go over the things you did, the way you taught things, the way we ran things, and review them, see what worked, what didn't work, and tweak that for next year to make it better. What is one aspect of this last year that you would feel you want to improve on in the future?
I'd like to continue to increase the level of dedication. With each coming year, we already see that the students are performing at a higher level, so if we can keep that going, that would be absolutely amazing.
I think for the band, really just kind of taking away lessening the sort of mediocrity that's accepted. Like after this season, I've heard of people that just weren't playing for an entire movement, and that just kind of ticks me off a little bit, but it's just kind of an issue with the band at whole.
One of the biggest aspects that I would want to improve in the future is dedication from individual members. We have a very dedicated program, a very dedicated group of students. However, they want certain outcomes, but don't always want to put the work into getting that certain outcome out. It's not that it's a bad program whatsoever. The students play amazing, but I know what goals they see, and with my experience and with my degree, I know what they need to do to get to that goal. And so that'd be the biggest thing, is I want to see dedication from individual members to the entire band, not just a handful or a large handful. It has to be 100%. We're only going to be as strong as our weakest player, and so we got to help bring everybody up, and instead of leading from the front, you kind of bring up.
I think for the band, I'd like to see people enjoy themselves more. I know with anything there are people who like it and people who don't, but I would really like everybody to have a good time most of the time in work and in play. And I think I'd like to see myself feel that way too, just for everybody to enjoy what they're doing even more.